Hi guys, so now we're looking at Nakrasana, the crocodile, the jumping crocodile. This is the original animal flow right here. So for this movement we need a good plank, good high plank, good low plank. So we'll just revisit those principles. Starting in the cat position, but with the knees slightly back. So you're going to lean forward, bring the shoulders over the wrists, curl the tailbone under, ribs in, shoulders towards the hips, and then from there, lift your knees up and keep your feet together. So you want to be able to hold this position for up to a minute or more. And then come down, and then we'll lie down on our stomachs. And then we have chaturanga. So you want to get a good chaturanga, make sure you've got a good chaturanga for this one. Except instead of feet apart, we'll keep the feet together. So first we lift the knees up, tuck the tailbone under. You should feel your lower belly come away from the floor. Lift your shoulders away from the floor and bring your hands next to your chest here and lift up and hold. Okay, try not to let your lower back arch and your shoulders collapse. And then we come down. And then we're going to try the same thing, but with the hands further back. So bring the feet together, lift the knees up, tuck the tailbone under. This time we're going to bring the hands next to the lower ribs, shoulders away from the floor, and press and lift and hold. Okay, so that one's definitely really tough if you're going to hold that for a long time. Another great exercise you can incorporate to build strength for Nakrasana is doing chaturanga, rolling onto the tops of the feet. So you're going to start with your hands next to your chest. You find a good chaturanga first, so knees up, tailbone tucked under, lift, and then roll forward onto the tops of the feet. So now your elbows will be over your wrists, and then roll back to the balls of the feet, and then roll forward and back, forward and back. And back, and come down. So that one's going to build a lot of strength. Now we're going to try and break down the jumping aspect, the jumping component of Nakrasana. First, just with the upper body. I like to just keep the hands under the chest. There's more power in that position. So we come into a good chaturanga. Let your weight drop down, chest toward the floor, and push up. And down, and push up. Okay, now we have to look at what the legs are doing. So we'll keep the hands stationary. This time we're going to explode through the legs, lifting the hips up. So we come into a good chaturanga, drop down, and jump up. Down and up. Okay guys, so you're ready? Now we're going to try and jump as high up and as far forward as we can as we go forward, and the same on the way back. Okay, so let's do it. Okay, so let's try that with the traditional count, the traditional variation coming from our Samastitihi. So we'll just first do an upward dog, inhale, and exhale back to the downward dog. And we can just walk it to the front and come up to standing So in Ashtanga, the traditional vinyasa for Nakrasana comes from Samastitihi. So we inhale, take the hands up. Exhale, fold forward. Then inhale, lift the head up. And then exhale and jump back to a high plank. And then from the high plank, but with the feet together, we begin. So we exhale down and jump forward 5 times. And back. And then moving to the upward dog. Exhaling, downward dog. Inhale, jump to the front. Exhale, forward. And we inhale, come up straight to Samastitihi. And that's Nakrasana.